Hey everyone, good morning. As promised, my mom is joining us here today. She's the queen of being able to make something out of nothing, which is basically what I've given you to work with as we're talking about kind of sprucing up our arrangements, our planters outside. Everything's getting a little drab right now, and we can liven things up for fall and for winter. And she's got some really great tips on how to give them height and just some easier ways for us to go about doing it and using things from our own backyard.
Right, from our yard. You go around and look, and you'd be surprised what you can find and bundle up and make look pretty good in a pot.
The key I've learned is bundling up.
Today we're going to use a wooden dowel, and you'll take your grasses and you will just put it right to the dowel, and you'll wire it on with paddle wire.
So you're just wrapping all of that around the wooden dowel.
And then when you have your dowel, you're going to put it in the pot, and which also, if you have a light pot like this one is, you want to weight it down maybe with some rocks, some sand.
Okay.
And then you'll mark your pot about where your dirt's going to be. So this is how far you're going to start filling your dowel around with your grasses.
So basically, it's just the end of the dowel that's going. You're sticking one thing in there.
One thing in there.
Because I think a lot of us that we just got to keep
individually
sticking stuff in there individually.
Nope, and this will hold it in place. But be sure you pack your dirt really good.
Okay.
And have it packed real deep so that everything holds in place. And then once you do that, you can always keep adding like dried things, maybe some pumpkins. I like to add a little bit of green shrubs around the bottom to give it a little bit more color.
And we've gathered just a whole bunch of the different grasses, which really look nice in there. And then as they dry back, they'll kind of change color and texture and stuff. But and you can also use, you mentioned the evergreens.
Evergreens, you can do the same thing
winter
for winter months. And you want to have, a lot of times you have your pots and you just stick it in there and they're flat. Well, this is a nice way to get some nice height with doing the same process with the dowel, or you can use bamboo. Like if your grasses aren't real heavy like this one, or the greens, you can just use bamboo picks to wire too.
And then do you just keep putting everything around this one dowel, or can you add different?
You can just keep, sometimes if you have your dirt and you have some really things, like sometimes you'll start with this, like on your dowel, and then if your branches are stiff, you can go right into your dirt all the way around too to fill in.
Okay.
But your main thing is to get the height and to have your center point right here to work from.
And then you just kind of layer around it.
Layer around there.
Because you did
like
this
we
one
did
here.
there.
Yes. And then we've got the dried things in there. She literally didn't have anything to work with. I don't have much. We have grasses and different things around here, but this is beautiful. And it's got lots of texture. And, then you can put the gourds and the pumpkins, which everybody's going to start putting out on display here.
You'd be surprised what you can gather up. And everything that you get, like if you put it in a bundle, you see it, you look at it a lot differently.
Yeah.
Because even if you had a flower box that's getting ratty looking now, just take a bundle, wire it real tight, put it down in the box and start from there. Add your pumpkins,
because you do that a lot in your window boxes. Yeah. Everybody's always asking it real showy, and it's because
leave your dirt in your window boxes, because that's what you can use it for, all of your arrangements for fall and for winter.
And you can go around and gather up all kinds of
you can gather anything.
Things to put in there.
There's some beautiful weeds that turn brown. Anything.
Some of the dried things.
Sometimes you'll have some things maybe from a craft store that's dried like these, and if you have sturdy stems, you can stick it in the dirt.
Okay. But the key there is to bundle things up. If you haven't walked away with anything today, remember, bundle it up, and that makes it even more showy, and it changes kind of how you can position it in your pots. And then have fun with looking around what you have available in your own backyard, because it really is surprising.
It is
when you start gathering it up.
We didn't have anything, and we went around today and found that.
And how you're able to put it all together. It's got some really nice height. We've got some nice texture in here, and I could see where you could just kind of keep changing it out with some of the different things throughout the season.
That's right. And another thing, you can even spray paint sticks. Maybe you want some big red sticks for winter time would be nice. Or a branch of some kind.
All right. Well, we have learned how to make our planters a little bit showier using just some things that we have in our own backyard. Thank you. You're so good at this. All I could give you, I could give her a pile of sticks and she could turn it into a beautiful arrangement. So thank you for sharing. This is a great tip for everybody.
It was fun.
So have a great day, everybody. Gather around, go around your yard, look at what you have, and maybe grab a pot and see what you too can plant up.